So I'm a big time second guesser. I love second guessing myself all the time. Prime example, maybe I ride to work, right? Or I'm out there running some errands. I get out of the vehicle, I turn it off, I walk away from the vehicle. I get inside, then that's when it hits me all of a sudden. Did I lock my car doors? Did I not? I'm second guessing myself. But wouldn't it be nice though, once you get 10 feet away from the vehicle with your key fob, it automatically locks? You can do it, it's easy. Let me show you how now. All right, so we're gonna come over to the touch screen. From here, we're gonna select vehicle setting, door and window setup. You will see walkaway auto lock. Then it's off right now. We're going to turn that on. So when we have the key fob with us in your pocket, your purse, whatever the case is, you turn off the vehicle, you get out, you shut the door, you walk away with the key, boom, it locks all the doors for you. One less thing on the list to remember. It's always nice to have help when you need it, but when you don't expect it or need it, it gets to be very annoying. One of those features is going to be for the reverse tilt side mirrors. So for example, as we are right over here, we got the left or the right mirror selected. You can do one at a time. When you have one of those selected, then you come over here, put the vehicle into reverse. You're going to notice that one of your side mirrors will tilt down to catch a little more below the bumper, around the bumper region, so there's a little more visibility, okay? So right now, this would be annoying to me at the moment because I don't need it. Now to deactivate that, all you have to do is come over to your mirror selector, put it in the center, that pops right up, so every time you put it into reverse, it will not tilt down. So there we go. So let's imagine you guys are out there right now enjoying the Christmas lights with friends and family. Maybe going through a drive-in theater now these days. They're coming back, okay? So you're out there, you got the car on, you got the climate running to make sure everyone's staying nice and comfortable. But the problem is now you got these daytime running lights are on during the cool little event. Now you're just turning everyone else out there. So the question is, Chris, is there a way I can keep the vehicle on and running so everyone stays comfortable and I can turn these off as we're enjoying everything? The answer is yes. Let me show you how to do that now. All right, so we get the vehicle in park, it's on and running. You can see that your daytime running lights are on right now. So we're gonna come over here to the driver's side seat. You got your little stick over here for your turning indicators and for your light. You can see what's selected by the little line right here. Right now it's set to auto. You got some options. If you just take it to off and let go, you come back out, you can see that your daytime running lights are off. So this is great, but now when you put the vehicle into drive or reverse, you get to a certain speed, those automatically come back on because some states require when the vehicle is in motion that your daytime running lights are on, all right? So there we go. All right, so you're out there driving around, then all of a sudden, bam, it happens, a flat tire. Something you don't want to deal with, but you have to deal with it. So now your question is, where is the spare tire located at? I'm going to show you. It's quick and easy to find. You come open up the second row seat, right underneath, carpet mats or all season mats, you're going to find the location. Let's show you right now. So there we go. So we got that removed now. As you get over here, you can see the nice little cutout. Grab this, and you'll try to do this one-handed as you're holding onto your phone. You'll see your spare tire and tools you may need for those unforeseen events down below. Then there we go. We're going to answer a common question about how to reset your trip A and trip B, but you're going to need to know the location of your trip A and trip B. So it's going to be over here on the driver's interface screen. We're going to use the little wheel action to go up and down, then push in the wheel to select. First step is find range and fuel. Push in the wheel. You'll see there's an A. Scroll down, there's a B. Now to reset that, you can see it right here has a little wheel icon that you push in and you scroll up to reset, and then there we go. So that's how you do it yourself. Now if you wanted to automatically reset at certain times, you can set that up too. All you have to do is come over here to the touchscreen. We're going to go to vehicle settings, then we're going to go to meter setup. You get your trip A. You can choose between these three options when you want it to automatically reset. So it's that quick and easy. Summertime is my favorite time of the year. The kids are so busy. We have a lot of activities going on. But my least favorite thing about summer is getting off work, maybe done with the activity, and running out to the car, and you get in and boom, you die of sweat right away. It's just hot, it's mucky, you can't breathe. But wouldn't it be nice though if you can plan in advance, maybe 5 minutes out there and actually roll down the windows, You can with your key fob. It's quick and easy. All you need to do is grab your key fob, double tap and hold unlock. Then the longer you hold it, the more your windows will roll down. But also on top of that, your moonroof is going to open. So pretty nice and easy, ain't it? Your summer days just got that much cooler. All right, so you guys probably already know you have remote start standard on your Honda Odyssey right here on your key fob. It's simple to use. All you have to do is tap lock, then hold this little circle button down there for a few seconds. You see the lights down below is going to flash. There you go. I started up. Lights are going to flash again to let you know, hey, I've started up. Now the timer starts from here. You probably don't know that it runs in 10-minute intervals, okay? So there we go, 10 minutes will go, they're automatically turn off. But let's say, you know, I take a little extra time to maybe find some socks, maybe in my watch, my wallet, simple things that guys forget from there. So now let's say if 8 minutes have passed, I need a little more time. All you have to do to extend it an extra 10 minutes from that moment, and simply hit lock, repeat the process, hold the circle down, you see the lights gonna flash again. Let's do it now, hit lock, hold the circle down again, lights just flash, there we go. And that runs from 10 minutes from that point right there. So if you play your cards correctly, you can have it run for a grand total of 20 minutes. Third time, it won't do the trick. So no, you can only do this twice, all right? So I'm out there running some errands right now. I got mom with me, or maybe a family pet, okay? So as I run in there, I wanna keep the car on to make sure they're comfortable because you know it's hot or cold outside, right? So I leave the car on and running, I lock the doors, I go inside. Before you know, it takes longer than 15, 20 minutes. I'm gone for maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes before I even realize it. But then the problem though is when I come back out, the car has shut off already because it has a feature when it's idled and stopped and parked for a period of time, it automatically turns off. So your question might be, Chris, is there a way, a loophole maybe, that maybe if I have to go in there for maybe 25 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever the case is, leave my dog in there or make sure mom is in there and comfortable and she'll thank me about it, you know, later? The answer is yes, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. All right, so here we are right inside the vehicle. We have it on and running. I got the climate control set to what we need to. So I take off my seatbelt. I got the key fob with me. I open up the door. Now, before I lock it all up and leave, I want to make sure I turn around, come right over here, grab the buckle, and then plug it in. That's important because if I walk away without plugging that in, when I come back after 20 minutes, the car would be off. So that's going to be the loophole right there. So you got to make sure your seatbelt's plugged in. You come back within 25 minutes, the vehicle will be on and still running. Mom's happy, the dog's happy. It's a win. I'm not in the doghouse. I know there's a lot of mixed feelings out there about the adaptive cruise control feature. For example, my wife, she loves it. She uses it all the time. You can set the distance between you and the car in front of you. Once it finds a car in range, it will slow you down to maintain that distance. Once the car gets out of range, you resume back to your set cruise control speed. So it helps her out, makes her comfortable. For me, on the other hand, I don't like it because the car does all the driving for me. I fall asleep at the wheel. That can be dangerous if we're driving at night because it's not fun. I'll fall asleep. So anyways, let's get back on track. Is there a way you can turn that off? And then is there going to be visual cues to know the difference between adaptive cruise control and standard cruise? The answer is yes. Let's show you. Right over here, we got some buttons. This one's going to be for your cruise control, for your adaptive cruise. So if there's nothing up there right now, then we select the button. You'll see this option right there for your adaptive cruise. It has a speedometer with an arrow and a car in front of you. Okay. Now, when you select that button and this icon comes right up, it's not adaptive cruise. It's your standard cruise control. Now, to switch between those two, it's going to be easy. You come right over here. Normally, you tap this button right here, and it selects the distance between you and the car in front of you. But if you accidentally hold this down too long, or you briefly do it, it switches between standard cruise and adaptive cruise. So there we go. You guys are set for those long journey drives.